Good afternoon. It's January 31st. Father Ryan and I are here to do our midweek check-in, and both of us are still reflecting on the gospel from this past weekend and how it touched us. And if you remember, it was Jesus teaching in the synagogue, and people were captured because he taught with new authority. And that word has just been continuing to resonate in my prayer life this week. And the idea that God is the author of our lives, that he's given us life, he creates us, and you hear me say that, by love, in love, for love, and to love. So he's the author. But the mystery of God, I think, in his goodness is that each and every day we have to choose to make him the authority of our life in his truth, in his goodness, in his beauty. And it really is a personal choice. And what a beautiful God that allows us to enter into that relationship. He doesn't force us, but he wants us to say yes to him. You are not only the author, you're the authority of my life. And it's just been a profound way for me to kind of take this week in my morning prayer and think about not only just at the beginning of the day, but throughout the day, how I'm making him the true authority of my life and my decisions and discerning his will. And so I just share that, and hopefully you found your word this week. And Father Ryan, for you.
In connection to that, what Father's saying about God being the authority in our lives, I find that just for me, asking him to be an authority over me and helping me to overcome everything that's not of him, just like the man who was afflicted in the synagogue, how Jesus comes to liberate him and to set free all of those who are struggling with sin or any type of presence in their lives that may not be of God. And it just, again, like Father says, having it be a personal choice. It's like how we choose to faithfully live our vocations every day. It's grace, but it's also a choice. We need to cooperate with our Lord and give him permission to be the authority in our lives, because God is a personal God. And if we invite him into those moments, once we recognize what it is that we ever may be struggling with or regularly tempted with, and we give him that authority over those things, we start to notice more and more the grace of turning away from them, which I think is a very powerful thing.
As you were talking, Father Ryan, one of the things that kind of came to my mind is how we can be captured by other authorities, false authorities, and that's what they recognize. That the scribes recognize this is a new authority. The authorities that have been guiding them have misguided them, and so making God the authority really helps. And actually, I want to talk a little bit about what we're going to do this Lent. Believe it or not, less than 2 weeks away, we're going to start our Lenten journey. I want us to stay at an ordinary time. That's important. Kind of just that nice time that we are now, kind of placing our lives in the order of God. But Lent is coming up, and we're going to have a beautiful opportunity for us this Lent as a parish or individuals, actually, to do a Eucharistic consecration. And we're going to do this through the best Lent ever. There's going to be some books and journals available, and you'll be able to go online and order them, or we've got a small number, about 100 books and journals that'll be available one weekend here at the parish. But there's going to be information in our bulletin and online for you to get that, so you can prepare. Because again, if you're going to want the books or the journal, you want to order them ahead of time. If you have young kids, there's actually books for the children as well. So just kind of a precursor, or kind of a preview, an appetizer of what we're going to try to do in Lent. So the bulletin will have more information, as well as our webpage, to get us prepared a little ahead of time for that Lenten journey. Because I think, again, turning our lives towards the Eucharist, renewing ourselves in the Eucharist, being saved by the Eucharist, will give us a fruitful Lent, because it's God that acts always in us. So looking forward to seeing you this weekend, and have a great day. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. It's 80 degrees. It's hard to believe. It's why we live here in the desert. So God bless, and we will see you on Sunday.
God bless everyone.